In the World Test Championship cycle, India are on top. What happened today in Bengaluru, unfortunately, where India were bundled out for 46, now means that a draw or a loss is looking much more inevitable than a win, because no team has ever won when they were 46 all out. The last time a side won was 67 that England made against Australia, but even then it took something miraculous to achieve that, and there was no rain delay. Now, prior to this test and prior to this day also, India are very much on top. 74.24, there is a huge gap of 11.9 points with Australia. Now, everybody is asking, how much will a draw or a loss impact India in the World Test Championship final? Because the current situation is India has to win 3 games to ensure they seal qualification. Then it will be a dogfight between either Australia, South Africa or Sri Lanka. So, 74.24, 62.5. Now, the series remaining for Australia is India versus Australia, the BGT, and Australia versus Sri Lanka. For India, this and the BGT are the last 2 series. Now, will a loss or a draw in any of the New Zealand tests hurt India? Now, according to the calculations, as we mentioned, total number of tests divided, total number of points gained divided by total number of tests, the maximum points you can accumulate into 100 is the PCT. Now, if India draw the Bangalore Test, they will get 4 points. A draw is 4 points, a win is 12 points. If India draw the Bengaluru Test, they will lose 3.5 percentage points. If India lose Bangalore Test, 6 PCT points will go. So, from 74.24, it will come down to 68.06. If India wins, now this is why a win or a draw in New Zealand, what can happen? Because you may win 2 tests, fine. Pune weather is also dodgy. But if you just win 2 and you don't end up winning any matches in Australia, if India wins the New Zealand series, which can very well happen, but if India do not win a single game in the BGT, the percentage points will dip to 55.2 and your chances are gone. Essentially, that is the thing. A draw in the New Zealand test, because you would have expected that, okay, we sweep the series 3-0 and then in the BGT, we just ensure that we get a bonus point or something so that we get to the final. But if this match is either drawn or lost in Bengaluru or even in Pune, then India are in big trouble if you don't win anything in the BGT. So, that is why the significance of a draw or of a win or a loss in Bengaluru will be huge. Now, consequences for India, if suppose you even win the series, but if India lose 0-4 or 0-3 to Australia, then they will not make it to the final. Because if RSA win, if South Africa win 5 out of 6, they will make it. So, it could be Australia versus South Africa. If Australia wins 3-0 or 4-0 versus India, but there is a possibility that India can still make it through the back door. If Australia win 3-0 or 4-0 versus India, but if they lose 2-0 to Sri Lanka, then Australia are eliminated, South Africa will go through. South Africa have the easiest calendar that is there, because 2 tests versus Bangladesh, 2 versus Sri Lanka and Pakistan at home. So, they have to win 5 out of 6. If they win all 6 out of 6, they are in a great position to make it to the WTC final. So, for people asking whether a draw or a loss will hurt India in the WTC in the remainder of the thing, yes, it will. The margin, if they lose Bengaluru, may be like 6-3 percentage points. But if they don't win anything in the BGT, then you can kiss your World Test Championship final hopes goodbye. That is the simple equation for India in the remainder of the cycle. Bengaluru seems to be a lost cause, but if India also do not win in Pune, And if they draw in Mumbai, then your percentage points dips to 65, and it puts even more pressure on the Indian team heading into the Border Gavaskar Trophy. They need to win 3, but if they have to win in Australia, they have to win 1 or 2, and that is asking a bit too much considering your batting is not firing. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.